In 2 weeks, hundreds of runners will gather for a good cause in Jacksonville. Wounded Warrior Project's annual Carry Forward 5K is November 4th in Jacksonville. And for a preview of the race, we're pleased to be joined by Jesse Carzoli from Wounded Warrior Project. Jesse, good morning. What makes the Carry Forward 5K so unique for the competitors?
Good morning, Rich, and thank you so much for having me. Carry Forward is just the most wonderful event. The energy there is incredible. As you know, Jacksonville is such an incredible military community. We have such support here, and we're so grateful for that. The things that set Carry Forward apart, there's several things, and I encourage people who have not been out to come out this year and join us. So a couple things. When you can register for flag, fitness, or fears. Very cool. So flag, you can hold a flag. It can be a big flag or it can be a little flag like this. Fitness is you can carry weights, and it really symbolizes the weights that our nation's veterans carry for us. And then fierce is basically one individual carrying another throughout the race, which is just a crazy thing to see. It symbolizes our logo of one warrior carrying the other off the battlefield. And it's just, I mean, so inspiring to see people running by you carrying their children or carrying, you know, we have firefighters who come out and carry other firefighters. It's just wonderful. The energy, I can't say it enough. It's just a really great event.
And it seems based on the videos we've seen from previous races that this is for everybody. Yes, there's, you know, large weights or even another person you could carry, but we're talking kids, families can compete. It's all about just raising awareness for Wounded Warrior Project, right?
Exactly. It's accessible for anybody. A lot of families, as you mentioned, came out, and I think also the fact that it's November 4th, a week before Veterans Day, a wonderful thing to do with your local community, with your kids, with your loved ones, to come out and show this support. Another really cool thing is on the bibs that we have, you get to carry for someone. So, you know, if you have military members in your family, you can say, I carry for my mother, I carry for my grandfather, or your neighbors, if you know people in your circle, your friends. So it's a really cool aspect as well.
Let's talk about what comes from the 5K. Yes, it's a race, and yes, we want to see people compete at their best or just have fun. But what will the money raised at Carry Forward 5K go towards in terms of programs and activities with Wounded Warrior Project?
Right. So Wounded Warrior Project relies on the generosity of the American public and companies that support our mission. So these funds that we raise go directly to fueling our programs and services. We're a direct program and service provider for wounded veterans post 9/11, and these focus on 4 really key areas for us, which is connection, so getting warriors out of their homes. A lot of warriors report feeling isolated, so connection events are huge. Physical health and wellness, so kind of making sure that in body they are healthy. Physical health and wellness, or I'm sorry, financial health and wellness, so making sure that warriors are, you know, gainfully employed and that their benefits are all set. We work with them on those programs. And then the last one that's really huge is mental health and wellness. So a lot of warriors that we serve also report, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder. 1 in 4 have reported suicidal thoughts within the past year. So the funds that we're able to raise at this event help us fuel those direct programs and services to warriors. Warriors never pay a fee for these programs and services. We really feel like they paid their dues on the battleground. So yeah, it's a wonderful way. It's a grassroots event. Wounded Warrior Project was founded on grassroots events with people kind of raising their hand and saying, hey, we're going to serve those who have served our country and those who have served us. So Carry Forward's a great grassroots way to come out and show your support in this very patriotic way.
And finally, let's talk about some success stories. Some of the people that you've witnessed over your decade with Wounded Warrior Project, when they've come in, they're dealing with whatever is you know, in their past, but how have you seen some of these warriors progress through WWP and come out on the other end potentially a changed person?
Yeah, I love that question. Actually, about a year ago, I was on a call with a girl who was interested in working at Wounded Warrior Project. And she had all sorts of questions for me, and she did ask me, you know, do you really feel like you guys are impacting veterans? And I had this moment in my car. I was driving on the phone with her, and I just had tears in my eyes. So like, I honestly, I have seen so many veteran stories. So many warriors have shared that we have changed their lives and saved their lives at Wounded Warrior Project. And of course, it's not just us. We couldn't do it without the American public who fuels our missions, and then also our corporate partners that we have. CSX is a great example, headquartered in Jacksonville, just like us. So a lot of love for this Jacksonville community. They come out every year. They raise awareness. They get a squad together. C4 is our national energy drink sponsor. They're going to be sampling. So we couldn't do it alone. But to your point, the amount of veterans and warriors who have just shared the impact that we've been able to have just been, yeah, it's inspiring, and we couldn't do it without this community.
Wonderful. And if you would like to compete in the Carry Forward 5K or donate to Wounded Warrior Project, or if you're a veteran who's looking for more information, we'll have all of those links within this story on our website. Jesse, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Rich. You've been such a support of our mission. We're so grateful.
Oh, thank you for that. We're back right after this.